Hey gang, Mark Haas here with Team Maximus Life, and I'll tell you what, I am so proud of the promotion that we just ran, the Contacting Blitz. You guys did phenomenal. You blew the cover off the wall. I would have never guessed in a 2-day time frame we would have booked 327 plans. But what the heck do I know? You guys led like I've never seen before. It's just been phenomenal. Most of you weren't even attached to the Team Maximus Life website, and not only did you get on there, but you started posting your plans, you started posting your contacts, and it was unbelievable. I could not just leave it as typing in a post and say congratulations. We've done that, but there are so many of you that push through your fears. There's so many of you that aren't even technology oriented, and you got on there and you led and you helped create this culture on the team of unity and competition. And I'll tell you what, if you want to get your goals and dreams, there's no better way than get yourself involved in a competition to hold yourself accountable. One of the 5 dysfunctions of a team is lack of accountability. One of the other ones is trust. So people that don't hold themselves accountable, their team generally doesn't trust them. And you can't lead a team without trust. You have to have it. And so you've done an amazing job. You've grown personally in ways that you probably don't even know. You think it's just about booking that plan. It's not just about booking that plan. It's about overcoming fear, and it's about creating the culture that allows everybody on your team to grow. And so I am just so proud of every single person. And down through, I have to point out some of the top leaders in the whole contacting session. And so, down through Ryan and Sarah Fronick, who Rita and I weren't blessed to be at the seminar in St. Louis this past month, but we were speaking somewhere else. But we saw some of the pictures and we heard some of the ruckus. But down through Ryan and Sarah Fronick's organization, who have always been fantastic leaders, there is Jay and Angela Small. And I'll tell you what, those guys blew the cover off the ball. I think a total of somewhere around 120 or 130 of the plans that were booked. A third of them, over a third of the plans were booked, probably somewhere around maybe 40% is booked through their organization. And of course, you guys have been around. You've been watching the seminars. You've been seeing what's going on in their organization. Not only have they brand new leaders, but they also have new student 6000s, basically people that are TRIP qualified. And so look on your income disclosure sheet. Now, the people that are getting qualified at those levels, they have just been around since April or July. They haven't been around that long. But what we notice about those couples is that they're plugged in and they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing. And, I just posted something through the Google Plus on the Team Maximus Life website by Bill Lewis, is that you have to get yourself in the habit of doing the small things in order to gain the trust in yourself, your belief. It's called self-mastery. Orrin talks about in order to get to the point where you will do the big things. And so this is some of the huge components of personal growth. When we say we're in a life business and it's all about you, you're the project, you're the one that's growing the product is you. You get to demonstrate that through growing your organization. We have to grow and stretch and do some things called team building in order to get your goals and dreams. And this has been a fantastic revelation to many people of how important it is to be part of the overall culture of Team Maximus, as opposed to have your small group over here where you're trying to create the culture on your own. You're never going to create the culture that's going to give you the big enough amount of momentum and leverage that you need by being part of the overall Team Maximus group, because we just have too many leaders. And when you're a small leader and you're doing all the right things, your team is not yet experienced enough to be able to understand what a Josh Dames or an Angie Balla, a Scott and Angie Balla, or a Kristen Marcia Robinson, or I didn't mean to leave Andy out of the picture. It's a huge part of what's going on in the Dames organization, and the Ryan and Sarah Fronick and all the new leaders that are coming up, down through the Schlosser group. There are new turbos, huge turbo levers, there's just all kinds of great stuff. You guys have been watching the recognition. You've got Kaylee Bergen. She's just cranking it, and she's got a great team. She's booked several of those plans, a large percentage of those plans in Tyler's group. So you got leader coming from leaders. You're starting to see level 3 and level 4 leaders develop on Team Maximus. And we just encourage you to keep at it. What we're going to do is we're going to keep using the Team Maximus Live website to run some of these promotions. Now, some of you are going to feel stretched. Some of you are going to feel like, man, the pressure's on. Holy cow, I just got out of this. Hold on a second. Let me get you to think like like an entrepreneur for a second. Go back and listen to the second night pack where it says think business. You're an entrepreneur now. You're in a business. Please don't try to convince me that when you start a business that it's supposed to be comfortable, it's supposed to be easy, and it's supposed to be coasting. Absolutely not. When you start a business, any business, there's going to be some pressure on you, especially when you start. There's going to be some new things outside your comfort zone. So don't get wigged out about that. It's normal. And I'll tell you what, here it's easier because of a team than it will be anywhere else. Go ahead, start yourself a plumbing company. Go ahead, start yourself a cleaning company. Go ahead, start yourself, in-home daycare company. Go ahead, start all those things and tell me there's no pressure in there and you're not going to be stretched. You're not going to do it. When you do go do those things, and some of you do those things, and you know what I'm talking about, they don't compare to the results that you can get in the team. So you have to start thinking about priorities. Which things in my life am I going to allow as a priority to stretch me? Are they going to get my goals and dreams? And so we're going to keep posting things here. We're going to keep running contests. We're going to run a 200 PV contest. Obviously, we got Orrin coming in, and we want you to post on your team who is got their 200 points right now. Just start posting it. Get on there and say, look, I got my 200 points. So-and-so's got their 200 points. They're qualified because we got two things coming up. We got Orrin coming in, and for crying out loud, he's coming in. We want the biggest numbers at these events, and we want to get every nugget we can. I have traveled through the night on zero amount of sleep with my kids in their car snuggled up and had to drag them out of their bed and take those trips at 1 o'clock in the morning and get around the big leaders, because when you're around those leaders, you start to understand how to treat your teams. That's why you want to show up at house plans. That's why you want to show up at business launches where the big leaders are. That's why you want to show up at every Tuesday. You want to show up at every seminar. You want to stay for the ticket holder. You want to stay for all. See, you're going to be a leader someday. You're going to need to have thousands of people in your organization, and it's a good idea to be around the people that have more people so you can see how they interact with their team. So post your 200 points, keep posting your contacts and your plans that you're showing, and we're going to keep this thing going. Now remember, one of the reasons we're doing some of these things is we have to create this Club 180 culture. This is what Orrin's asked us to do, and I'll tell you what, every time Orrin asks me to do something, I do it, because if you're too small to follow, how is it? Oh, here it is. If you're too big to follow, then you're too small to lead. I've learned that a long time from Orrin. So I always get in alignment with him. And whenever he makes a decision, he's got way more experience than I do. And I know that the team's going to explode because of something that he does. And he might have to tweak it here or there. But, I'd much rather have him at the helm, because he's going to make more of the right decisions more of the time than I would make more of the right decisions more of the time, because he's got more experience. And so I'm totally in alignment with Orrin Woodward. I hope that you're totally in alignment with your upline. If you're not, you're going to find it difficult to make this thing go. It's going to be very difficult to create your own new little culture over here and not be in alignment with the one that Orrin Woodward's creating. But if you think that that's going to work, go ahead, give it a shot. Let us know how it works. And we'll love you anyway. You have every right to exert your personal freedom. But I'll tell you what, your personal freedom has already proven it's not got you financially independent. If you'll get involved with the team habits that are going to create the team freedom for you, man, it's going to totally take care of you. So we're going to keep the pressure on of some of these promotions. Don't get all wigged out if you don't want to participate. We still love you. We accept you. We're happy at your volume. We're happy if you want to come on in the fold and be. That's cool. But we're still going to keep the pressure on for the people on your team who need that in order to get their goals and dreams. And maybe you're not ready to get your goals and dreams. You just love the environment. And we're okay with that. So very good. We accept everybody where they're at. But we're going to keep providing an environment and a culture where it's going to allow people to perform at a higher level so they can get up that chart quickly. So you want to get your 200 points in. By the way, if you're not actively building the business, we ask that you pay the people who are building the business by getting your 200 points. That's one thing you can do. That's one check mark in the box that you could do. Make a little financial sacrifice, get rid of your cable, maybe go find a customer or something like that, because it's very duplicatable. You could do that. And so we really ask that you do that, because that's the mark that basically helps people treat it like a business, is 200. And if you won't do it, you won't refuse. If you just say, just not do it, we still love you. We love everybody that's on the team. You're welcome to come in where you're at. But we're just trying to create the right culture to allow the people that want to succeed here, become stay-at-home moms, get debt-free, all those kind of things. We're trying to create the right culture. And we just ask that you help us in whatever way you can. So we're going to keep some of the pressure on. If the pressure's not for you, that's okay. You can slide back a little bit and just be an observer. But we're going to keep the pressure on for other people. So 200 points we're going to post. And we're going to post the Club 180 qualifiers. We've got a men's and ladies retreat coming up here in a couple months, and it requires consistent Club 180. We got a 200 point party every single month. And so you should be at those every single month. See, we're doing these things to get your team excited about getting in the environment, to provide leverage to help you move up the chart faster. That's the whole objective. You move up the chart faster, you can get your goals and dreams. And so we're creating speed, momentum, and we're creating an environment and a systematic way of creating the right cultures that allow that to happen. So again, I am so proud. You've seen that posting stuff here and creating some friendly competition. And oh my gosh, I've got to mention this. I am so blown away by the cross-line edification in the comments and the discussion. If you have left a cross-line comment to somebody else to encourage them, bless you. Bless you for not thinking of only you and only your team. Bless you for encouraging somebody else cross-line to get your goals and dreams. It means you have the right heart. And if you haven't thought about it, but you have the right heart, or you've been too scared to post something, then you have the right heart, please post it. That's phenomenal. And I've seen these ladies, these Titus women, these biblically Titus women, ladies that are up in the wee hours of the night when they have children to attend to, and big families, the Robinsons and the Dames and the Brazers, you know, people that are posting cross-line edification comments to encourage their cross-line cousins. And bless you guys for doing that. It's phenomenal, especially the ladies that have so much of that bear so much of the burden of the household on them. I love you guys. You are doing a fantastic job of creating the right culture on Team Maximus. Orrin even noticed it. We were talking a little bit earlier through text and stuff like that. I think he's blown away, and he's probably going to mention it. And so just what you've got to know is that when you're getting recognized by the #6 leadership expert, according to some particular polls that they've done because of his leadership blog and the amount of books he sold, when you're getting recognized by the #6 leadership expert in the world as having the right culture on the team, you are headed in the right direction. So God bless you guys. Keep posting your plans that you're having success. Keep posting your contacts that you're having success. Start posting your 200-point people that are going to be qualifying for Orrin, because that's a big deal. We're going to start to create a little contest out of that again. We're going to recognize each day the people that are posted and have the most 200 people. We're going to keep doing it just like we've been doing with the contacting blitz to give you guys leverage to help people move up the chart faster. So again, God bless you guys. We're so excited about the weekend. We can't wait to continue to see the posts and the comments. And we also can't wait for Orrin to come in, and we're going to absolutely blow him away. I can't imagine that we'll fit in that room the way that we fit in the room, the expanded room. I bet you we're going to blow the doors off the expanded room. So we love you guys. Take care. Team Maximus, strength and honor.